We are so happy to be here. We are live at 5FM in our beautiful digital room, our headquarters, and one of the headquarters superstars of not only South African but world TikTok is here. Halle B. Berry, how are you?
I am so excited to be here. Thank you, the team, for having me.
It's so wonderful to have you here. Now, Halle is from Joburg. She lived in America for a little while, but she came back from America, went into lockdown, didn't know what to do with herself, and then just casually became one of the most followed content creators in the world. 2.5 million people. How did that happen?
What an honor to be supported by that many people. I mean, I had to make relatable memes. And at that time, I think it was an advantage because it's lockdown and everybody's indoors. So they were spending a lot of time on their phones. Yeah. So I was also sending out like 10 to 20 videos a day just to entertain people. And that's how the fast growth happened.
So what is your shtick? What was the thing? What was the moment you went viral? What was the video about?
It was also a mom-related meme, so me versus mom. Mama Halle was straightening her hair. So obviously moms are so strong, I feel like they have superpowers. So she didn't get burnt by the hair straightener. And little Halle, she tries to straighten her hair and she burnt herself. People love that. They're like, my mom does that all the time. She doesn't get burned by anything. She holds the straightener right there where it's hot and she doesn't get burned. So everybody loved that. And then I knew from there to make that kind of memes, basically me versus mom. They like that.
And it's incredible because very often, like kid Halle, is it baby Halle? What is this?
It's baby Halle.
But baby Halle is anywhere between like 16 or 10 or 8 years old.
Yes.
And it's so relatable. Like the one that kicked it off for me was when baby Halle was making herself juice and she must have added like this much juice and this much water. And
literally.
Then Mama Halle was like, okay, let me make juice. And it was like a droplet. Like you needed a magnifying glass to see how much juice it was. And then water. And it just felt so much like this is what moms do and this is the way that their kids are different.
Yeah.
And it must be that people all over in the world are saying this is what my...
I think so. I think when you're growing up as well, you're seeing the way your parents react and you think they're so dramatic. Everything that they do, even if they say nicely to you, no, you can't have that. You think it's like, no, you can't have that. So Mama Halle brings out that dramatic effect that we feel when we're younger and you're like, oh my gosh, my mom used to be exactly like that. But that time she was probably just like, no, sweetie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I try and make it like that.
And you've got 2.5 million followers all over the world, mainly South Africa, America, the UK, Australia.
Yes.
But you said somebody from Mexico was like, yeah, my mother also does that?
Yes, a lot of like Latina, Asians, people from Arabic people, you know, they'll be like, oh my gosh, this is what all our parents do. Are all parents the same? And I'm like, I think so. I think they all went to like a same academy, you know, where this is how they are. I think we're also going to be the same.
Incredible. And your fans are called Dreamberries.
Yes.
Tell us about
Dreamberries. I love my Dreamberries so much. I wish literally if there was no COVID, I always send them virtual hugs, but I wish I could just give them all hugs for the support that they've given me. There are days where it's such a drag and it's so hard to create content. And let's say maybe you're not inspired on that day or you don't have anything to do, but I know that when they open TikTok, as much as I have all the videos that they can always go back to, when they see that something new, they always get so happy. So for me, I get so excited. I'm like, come on, at least make a video for your Dreamberries, because I know how excited that they're gonna get. I love them all so much.
But they're not always nice.
Yeah, they've made me change my attires.
I know.
You know, they make me add the characters as well. They'll be like, okay, now they want baby Halle. And I was like, little Halle, they want like literally baby Halle, not little Halle, baby Halle. So I was like, I can't even handle baby Halle. And now you guys want an even younger one.
Yeah.
So I listen to whatever they say, constructive criticism. I take it and I, you know, work forward to that and improving my content as well.
But you also create like stories for all of these characters that you made that match what your kind of watchers or fans or community is going through. You were telling me about how baby Halle failed grade 9.
Yes. You know, a lot of people are going through so much, and I feel like last year especially took a toll on a lot of people. So I had to make something that people could feel or relate to. So I know a lot of people failed, so we had to make sure that we show that even if you fail, it's okay. You can carry on, start again, and just do better and improve. And it's not only about school, just in life in general. Like I think life last year beat a lot of people up.
Preach,
so
mama.
we just like have to get up. As long as you're alive, that's life itself giving you an opportunity to carry on.
Totally.
Yes.
I know everyone's got lots of questions, but I think Holly should go first because you need to create all these characters.
It's so fascinating. There's something just powerful that you said right now, that sometimes you're not inspired, you know. So if it was a writer, they'd have writer's block. Do you have like TikTok block?
I don't really get it as such, because I try and look around my surroundings, look at what's happening, and I will speak about that. Whether it's bullying, Halle, like Mama Halle will speak about bullying. Little Halle will come back being bullied because she failed, or Mama Halle herself gets bullied by even her friends Miriam, you know, some of the people that you've seen on TikTok. So I speak about all these things. There's so many things that you can talk about. So I don't really believe in me getting that creative block, maybe not being motivated on that particular day because maybe it's hot or you're going through life or something like that. But I feel to get inspired and be a content creator, you have to just look at what's happening in your surroundings. Your people, like when I get comments, I can make content on comments that people make. If a person is like, your videos are not funny, I can be like, okay, we're gonna make a video about this. And Little Halle will be like, yeah, people are so boring, eh? They're saying I'm not funny. Me, ha! They don't know the stuff they film me. And that's already content. Do you see? That's and it will cause engagement, and that's how it is.
Sure. So how do your 24 hours look like? You know, what's the day of a TikToker?
So before I sleep, I always write down everything that I'm going to do the next day. I write down all the skits that I'm going to make. I make about 10, 15, 20 videos a day. Wow. It all depends. Exactly. So they can range from 7 seconds to 30 seconds. Out of all those 20, there has to be an educational one, a dancing one, there can be a cooking one, you know. So we try and diversify our content so that when people come to my page, they stick there. So I have something for you, you know, keep it exciting, not just comedy, but I'll be like, Little Halle will make her cute little easy recipes, and Mama Halle will be working out, and so we try and do that. That's before I sleep. I write down all my skits, wake up around 6, 7. Breakfast, I love breakfast. I'll have a smoothie, you know, have my nice smoothie. Then I will do a quick workout. I mean, now I sprained my ankle doing my TikToks. So
what were you shooting?
Goodness.
So, you know, people love the dramatics that Mama Halle is bringing out. So I had to shoot this scene where I had to jump off this ledge. So I kept on jumping, and I was like, no, this is not dramatic enough. And I'm jumping off. I was like, no, this is not dramatic enough. I think after the 5th jump, I literally fell on my ankle and my knee. I heard it snap. My ankle snapped. I was laying there. I was in so much pain. I couldn't cry. You know, when you're in so much pain, you're just listening to the pain, basically. But I had to finish my scene because I was like, I didn't just sprain my ankle for nothing. After 10 minutes of laying there, I was like, okay, I have to now position myself and then finish my scene. I finished my scene, but you could see I was in so much pain. But if you don't know, you wouldn't really tell. It did go viral. I'm so happy about that because I was like, I didn't just sprain my ankle for nothing. Okay, so it did go viral, and I was happy about that. But throughout the whole December, when I sprained my ankle, I made a video every single day, 20. Yeah. Every single day.
And this is what I wanted to ask, because surely you have medical bills to pay now, right?
True. And and you know, the thing is, when people, you know, watch TikTokers or content creators, they always ask themselves, what's in it for me? And I'm just like, the money. Like, do you get any money, or like, what's the value that exists when you want to join TikTok?
So TikTok, South Africa is not giving us any money to make the videos. But I also feel like if you're making content and you're going into TikTok, you have to do it for the love of it. Because or else you'll be so demotivated, and because you're not getting any funds coming in. And you also have to understand that when you're starting, you're not going to get as many views. So you have to do what you love and enjoy it, because that is going to be the reward for you. Sure. You know, so if you're going to go in for the money and the views, you're going to be disappointed. So when I literally shift my head, sometimes I'm like that. I'm like, I need this video to go viral, and it doesn't go viral. But the moment that I'm like, okay, this is not about the viewership, it's about people who, even if it's one person seeing my video, I'm happy. I'm like, somebody saw it. But and then once I have that mentality, then everything just happens, and I just start, the followers just come through, because it's almost like the energy, they feel that you're doing it for the love.
But I guess then it also probably creates the the opportunity for you to work with several other brands.
It does.
And
It
for your
does.
content to live on many other
I
platforms.
am grateful
right?
for that. I think I started working with my first brand when I had reached about 80,000 followers. I worked with UNICEF, and that was a very, very beautiful campaign. We were working, it was about cyberbullying. So that was my first campaign. But I think most people have to wait till they get to the 300Ks, 500Ks to get recognized by those brands. But I'm also happy that brands now are looking for smaller accounts because of the engagement. They know that people are able to engage. So
And that's
you know,
why you're going to help me join
yes,
TikTok.
yes. So I know you have a chance there.
And I think just listening to all of this, people might underestimate how much work actually goes into producing a single TikTok. I think, sometimes people think social media, you just play around. And like you mentioned, it is a lot of fun. But there's also a lot of preparing that goes into it. You get hurt, like
Yes.
we heard now.
Yes.
If you can just tell us how do you get to the point of creating a video? I mean, you said you script it. I see you
Yes.
have like a book where you actually write it
Yes.
out.
So
how do you do that?
you have to understand, I have 6 characters. I have to play all of them. They all have different voices, personalities. They all have their props. They all have their own wigs. They all have the way they talk. So, but once I put on my gown, or as Mama Halle, then Mama Halle already comes out.
Right.
Little Halle's wig, she already comes out. So I think now because I do it so often, I'm so used to it, and it seems like it takes 15 seconds. But I think overall, one video can take me for like 15 minutes because you have to do the makeup as well. You have to. Grandma have to go find her glasses somewhere and wake her up because she's taking her afternoon nap. Little Halle's not cooperating, so I have to get her up. So, there's a lot of preparations in making all these videos. Overall, during the day, I can spend 3 hours, I think, for those 10 videos, and then at least dedicate some of my time to my school, to my
Having a
health.
life.
Having a life, working out, doing all my other influencer gigs and content creations that I have. I'm an artist, so I also have to paint. So I try and have a balanced life where TikTok is not overweighing all the other aspects of my life.
Yeah, well, listen, you've made an entire world for 2.5 million people so far on TikTok, which is completely incredible. And it's just amazing that you're just a wonderful person who lives down the road
Thank
in South
you.
Africa. And we're so thankful that you came in and brought your characters, by the way, because my most excited thing about this was that Mama Halle and Baby Halle had their radio debut.
Yes, they were so excited.
You're going to see that radio debut of how they handled being on 5FM to the whole country. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you guys again for giving me this opportunity to letting my voice be heard. I really appreciate it. This has been a dream of mine. It was in my journal. I was like, this year I want to be on radio with 5FM, and it happened.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, I can tick it off now. Thank you guys.
Halle B. Berry on TikTok. Go treat yourself. Fix your life if you haven't. You're going to appreciate it.
5FM, bringing the power to you.